So today I want to look at what you can do to improve the intensity and effectiveness of your training when you can no longer increase the weight lifted. So this is quite common for a lot of people. You increase the weight as it's a very logical thing to do to improve muscle growth, but you are going to reach a point where you can't just keep throwing weight on the bar. So what do you do to get more out of your training when weight can't go up? Well, today I'm going to look at 3 ways you can do that. There are many more, but we're just going to focus on these 3. So let's get into it. So number 1 is rest pause sets. Now what these are effectively is a way of being able to perform more reps at a weight than you ordinarily would be able to in just a straight set. And what we mean by straight set is a set of 10. So how these work in setup is we could take a weight which would hit failure at around about 10 repetitions. So we then perform 10 repetitions at this weight. Now instead of then just re-racking it and walking away, you're going to take a 10-second breather or just a couple of breaths, and then you're going to try and do another, let's say 2 reps. 10 seconds, catch your breath, you might do then another 1. And then 10 seconds, and then another 1. So what we've effectively done is taken a weight that is failure for 10 repetitions and managed to get 14. So we've actually managed to get a lot more repetitions done at or close or even past failure, which is going to make it much more effective for muscular hypertrophy as the intensity is very high. Second thing we can do is slow the lift down. So we've spoken about lifting tempos a few times, but it's such a good way of increasing the intensity of a given weight. So let's say you've got a squat, for example, you hit 70 kilos and you can't take that weight up anymore. So what we could do is you might be able to drop that back to 60, 65 kilos initially. And instead of just going down for 1 and straight back up, we go down for the count of 2, pause at the bottom for 3 seconds, and then drive the weight back up. What you are doing there is taking a more conscious effort to actually focus on muscular engagement and making sure that you're not just dropping down, pushing back up. So there's a more conscious muscle contraction, and you've also added about 3 or 4 seconds on which the muscle is under tension. So you're making it work harder for longer. The final thing we're going to look at today is drop sets. Now, a little bit like rest pause, they are a way of performing a greater amount of work for a given exercise in a given muscle group. So let's take the lat pull down, for example. You might do 10 repetitions at, say, 52 kilos. So you do 52 for 10, you put it back in, and then you drop the weight to, say, 42. Now immediately you then perform as many reps as you can with good form, and then back in, drop it down to say 36. And then again do as many reps as you can with good form. And then you might repeat that one more time as well. What you've done there is by dropping the weight down, you're allowing yourself to get more repetitions and therefore push that muscle group closer to failure with a larger volume of work. So guys, if you have any questions about any of those training methods, comment below, message me directly. I'll happy to sort of talk you through how it might look for you. But there are just some of the ways you can increase the intensity and effectiveness of your workouts without an increase in weight. I hope you found the video useful, guys, and I will see you tomorrow.